checks box. Did I invite today? Was I proof that the product works? That's nutritionally, that's with fitness, right? Personal development. Did I develop myself? Did I become a better person? Did I become a better leader to my team? And I want to just kind of dive into, maybe Keith, if you want to take inviting, is that all right? Talk a little bit about it. Nicole, do you want to take proof that the product works? We'll let Bob kind of dive into personal development. What do you do individually, but then how does that get duplicated with the team too, with each one of these 3 vital behaviors?
I think that whether it's a Beachbody challenge or a business opportunity, whatever you're inviting someone to, I think that a huge mistake that I would say probably more than half of the coaches do is they actually jump right to invite. And if you haven't heard of this, write down these 4 letters. It's called FORM. And what I mean by that, it's family, occupation, recreation, and people call the M 2 different things, money or message. But think about if you're on Facebook and you haven't talked to someone from high school, and all of a sudden they send you this message and say, I'm doing this challenge group and you should jump in and you're going to lose all this weight and it's going to be great, right? You're probably going to delete that person, or you're probably going to you're going to block them. So think about, it's the same as if you meet someone new, right? So here's a real simple way that I go about just thinking about this is, if I have a established relationship with someone, if I was going to start a new group, I talk to Nicole all the time. I don't need to form her. I can just invite her. Nicole, I'm doing this thing, do you want to do it? But if I haven't talked to someone, and yeah, she would say, I got my own thing going on now, beat it. But if you haven't talked to someone in a while, use that simple template. It works on Facebook, it works face-to-face, it works, if you're at a coffee shop, it works if you're on the phone. And keep this in mind. I personally don't think, especially for a business opportunity, until you have some type of relationship, you don't want to invite them into anything. And that could take a day, it could take a year, depending on how it goes. If you catch up with someone on Facebook, instead of just sending them an invitation, say, oh, I haven't talked to you in so long, what's going on? I was looking through your pictures, I saw you have 2 kids, what are their names? Now you have a conversation and let it naturally go to an invitation versus just, I gotta do my 10 invitations a day or 2 invitations a day and you're on the list and you're on the list and just, rifling these things out, right? Take time, even if you have to do it. Josh Spencer was on our team call and he talked about take 2 weeks and don't worry about Success Club points. Don't worry about signing a coach. Don't worry about signing someone up. Do 2 forms a day where you're reaching out to someone and you're starting to learn about them, about their life, where they're at. And then the invitation process is easy. I think the forming is the most important. The invitation's easy. You're talking to someone and something comes up. Oh, I've been working this job, I got 2 kids, I gained 20 pounds. Hey, check out this quick video. I got a challenge group starting, let me know if you're interested. That's your invite, it's easy. You just send over one quick thing. But you have to have that relationship, you have to have that trust, you have to have that, I'm not coming in icky first, right? Again, whether it's for a Beachbody challenge, whether it's to try Shakeology, whether it's to do a 3-day cleanse, whether it's to invite someone into a business opportunity, you have to have that human piece first. And if and there's some people that they're like robots. They'll send 1,000 invitations and get 4 people, but that's not that fun. Like, get to know someone on a heart level and get to invite them into your life and invite yourself into their life and support them in that way.
Can I add to that too?
Yeah.
So we're just on the same page. This is great. So the point that I wanted to make with this, exactly what Keith had talked about, was this inviting piece in my mind is more about you getting out, expanding kind of your circle of influence, so to speak, and developing relationships. And one thing that I've learned a ton from these 3, and you add Barbie Decker and you add Hillary Kelly to the list, they do such a good job at developing relationships that the invitation a lot of the time comes from the other party. Hey, I noticed what you're doing, I want to do it. or, you know, that you develop such a good relationship with them, you start to see natural tendencies where Hillary Kelly, she said, it just starts to make sense if you focus on that relationship and have it be natural. I think what Keith put a perfect exclamation point on what we're trying to talk about. So if you're not necessarily technically inviting 2 people every day, fine. You've got to be out there. You've got to be expanding your influence. You've got to be developing relationships. This has got to be a part of your daily routine. And if you don't, you'll go a week, you'll go a 2 without doing anything, and then you're in trouble in terms of your business, right? And then that's when you get desperate, you start inviting. It just doesn't feel good. So take the time to develop relationships. Take the time to expand your kind of circle of influence, so to speak. Get to know people. You know, figure out what that gap is that they have in their life. It could be social. It could be financial. It could be fitness. It could be nutritional. You don't know what it is. Take the time to understand that. And that makes this inviting process really, really, really fun and a lot of success, right? Yeah. So great job.